In today's video, we're going to show you step by step how to change your front differential fluid in your F30 BMW. Hey, this is Bryan. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at KiesMotorsports.com. As many of you know, maintenance is key, and today it is time to maintain my 2013 F30 335 xDrive by changing the front differential fluid. All right, for your front differential fluid change, it is a very easy job. You need minimal tools. We'll go through all that. We're gonna have everything linked down in the description for you for easy access. Now, as you can see, for video purposes, it's easiest for us to put the car up on a lift. If you do not have a lift, do not worry, because you can easily do this with a jack and a jack stand. So with that, I'm gonna put the car up in the air and we'll get started. Now, to make this job as easy as possible, I'm going to recommend that you remove the wheel. I actually did this job 2 days ago without removing the wheel, so it is completely possible, but for camera angles and just for accessibility, removing the wheel is going to be by far the best thing to do. So with a protective 17 mil, let's remove these lugs. All right, so before we get started, I just want to give you an overview of what's going to happen. First thing you need to do, remove your belly pan. It's just held in with a bunch of 8mm little screws. And then your front differential, if you have an xDrive car, obviously, is located up here. If you have a rear-wheel drive car, well, you don't have one of these, so you don't have to worry about this. The nice thing about the front differential, it has a 14mm drain plug down here. And then if you look up here next to the axle, you have a 14mm fill plug. Now, whenever you are doing a front differential fluid change, it is very important to start by loosening the fill plug, which is the one again up top, and then you drain the fluid. And you may be thinking, why in the world would you want to start by removing the fill plug? Well, if you have any kind of issue with the fill plug, maybe it's stripped, maybe it's seized, maybe there's some other issue with it and you can't get it out, you don't want to drain the fluid and then not be able to get that out. This way, if maybe it's your only car, you figure out you're going to be in trouble really quick if you are. Now, normally these are only torqued down to 60 Newton meters, so they shouldn't give you too much trouble, but just wanted to give you that tip. So now that our belly pan is removed, you can leave the stiffening plate in place. We are going to use our 14mm. I'm going to just throw this up here, and we're just going to break the seal. There we go. All right, we were able to get that out with ease. All right, so now that we have the wheel off and we have all of that explained, I'm gonna just put the car up so I can get our drain pan under here, and then we'll continue. All right, so with our drain pan now in place, we're going to very carefully unscrew this plug. It's always a good idea that you replace these. So here goes, kind of a look at what it looks like. A lot of times people think it's going to thread in more than it actually does, and you go to grab it and it slips out of your hand. So just be careful of that. And like I was saying, it's always a good idea to just chuck this and just get a new one. You don't want to, even though it's easy to get to, you don't want to have any leaks in your BMW. So just take the precaution, replace this and replace the seal. So now that the fill plug is out, we can remove the drain plug. Oh, that was a tight one. And try not to get any differential fluid on you, because it smells really bad, really bad. Okay, once that is done draining, take your new plug and seal. You can hand thread it, make sure it's going in nice, and then torque it down to 60 Newton meters. Okay, perfect. Okay, then I like to just clean it off with a little parts cleaner so it's nice and clean, so that way if you do have any leak or anything, now with a new plug and seal, we shouldn't have any issue. But this way just helps get some of this grime off of here. Now for the oil, we are using BMW OEM. Again, we're gonna have everything linked for you down below. This stuff is very expensive, just so you know. I think they're around $65 to $70 per bottle. So although it's small, its cost is mighty. So this is what we're going to use. This is a little syringe, a fluid extractor from Mighty Vac. I can have that linked for you down below. Basically what you're gonna do, I'm just going to fill this with as much as you can. It's going to take about a bottle and a half. I believe these bottles are, yeah, 500 mils. It normally takes roughly 700. Most important thing is to make sure that you are doing this with the car as level as possible. And essentially what you're going to do is you are just going to fill it up until it starts to come out. I know it's not very scientific, but there's just some applications where BMW just says fill it until it starts to pour out. Same with the rear diff. All right, so right now I am on my second bottle. I have this filled with about 250 milliliters of fluid. So it looks like I'm already starting to leak out. I'm just gonna make sure this is all the way back there. Okay, so as you can see, it is starting to pour out. So that means maybe I put 650 milliliters in, roughly, so about 700. Then you're gonna take your new fill bolt, plug, bolt, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna thread that in there. And then again, that gets torqued down to 60 Newton meters. Okay. Okay. So then I'm just going to clean up some of that fluid that came out. Like I said, if you want to drop your stiffening plate, you can. But you don't really need to because it pretty much just goes right down here. All right, so just to give you a reference on how much we used about 125 milliliters. So like I said, if you have 700 milliliters, you'll be golden. 500 is just not quite enough. But if you have 2 bottles, you should be good, and then you'll have leftover if you decide to do it down the line. But really, that's it. All you need to do now is just put your belly pan back in. There's no other procedure. There's no other break-in. You're done. It's a very easy process, and you can save a lot of money if you do it at home. So once again, I'm Brian. That's Zach behind the camera. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at kiesmotorsports.com for all the links to all the products and tools we use in today's video. Be sure to see the links in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.